All right, here's your tale of the tape. Bj Penn is a man. He's 40. Clay Guida, 37. Penn, the taller party by 2 inches. You see Guida coming in 2.5 pounds below the lightweight limit. Both fighters with an identical reach of 70 inches. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside of Bruce Buffer.
Senhoras e senhores do Brasil, bem-vindos! Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Ginesy Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, for UFC 237, Namajunas versus Andrade. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 34 wins, 15 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 153.5 pounds. Fighting out of Johnsburg, Illinois, USA, presenting the former Strikeforce lightweight champion, Clay the Carpenter Guida! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 16 wins, 13 losses, 2 draws. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155.5 pounds. Fighting out of Hilo, Hawaii, USA, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion and the former UFC welterweight champion, the prodigy, Bj Penn! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
First assignment of the night for Herb Dean. The beautiful Jenny Andrade is here, getting us started for round 1 of a possible 3. Bj Penn, the plus 500 underdog here tonight. Clay Guida in the role of prohibitive favorite, minus 700 for the Carpenter, who lands an uppercut early.
Clay's got to be very careful being ultra aggressive. Bj Penn still has power, and he sounds like he's training. He's ready for this one.
Bj Penn's best punch, in my opinion, is his jab. I mean, he's got weird timing on it. He always lands it. I've gotten to spar with him. He lands it at weird timing, and he gets his range with it. Let's see if he can keep Guida away with it, though, because this man does not stop pouring on the heat.
You're already seeing a different body language out of Bj Penn.
Yep.
Just more heaviness in his feet. And this is exactly what he told us on Thursday he was going to do. He was going to try to pressure Clay Guida and beat him at his own game.
Clay Guida's got to be very careful just winging those big shots, man. A guy like Bj Penn with that great boxing ability catches you, find yourself in trouble. Clay needs to get to the wrestling.
Bj Penn said he was initially offered a couple of Brazilians here tonight who turned the fight down.
That left hook of Bj Penn just shook Clay Guida a little bit. That was a nice left hook. And there's that jab, and he's switching it from the jab to the left hook, Bj, right now, and he's real low on his stance. You see, that's what's working for him right now, the jab and the left hook.
Clay's giving away his shots. There it is. Like, he's got to do a better job of not just lunging. Clay needs to set him up. If he takes some takedown attempts, those shots will land more effectively.
Oh, big hit. Nice head kick, yeah, from Guida. Partially blocked by Penn, but still plenty of strike got through. Bj Penn did his last training camp, DC, in Rio at Nova União, as Dominic mentioned, back in Hawaii for this entire training camp.
What I like about Guida is he's tagging the lead leg of Bj Penn twice already, and that's going to add up, especially look how heavy he is on it throwing his jab. Clay Guida should keep attacking that leg right there, just like that. That'll take away Bj Penn's left hook and take away his jab as the fight moves on.
Clay Guida's dad, Chuck, travels all over the world to see his son fight. He has made the trek to Rio tonight.
He's awesome, too. I met him in the airport.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's an awesome guy. Asked me to grapple. I told him I didn't want those problems.
Guida in perpetual motion.
That right hand is scary the way Guida throws it. You don't see it a lot. Comes out of nowhere, he wings it, and it looks like a leg kick almost, and it just comes like a right hand, just like that. Bj doing a very good job staying out of the way of the big punches right now.
Careful with that right uppercut, left hook that Bj keeps throwing, because every time it's coming close, but not landing.
The legend Diego Sanchez, who has fought both. And now hand moving his head pretty well defensively is BJ early.
BJ believes that his best way to win this fight is right here on the feet. This is where he says, I'm going to win. I'm committed to getting up. If Clay takes me down, I'm committed to getting back up to my feet. Not just playing my guard, looking for submissions, but I'm going to get to my feet because I know I got to knock out Clay Guida if I'm going to win.
Look at the difference in the pursuit, though, right? Look at BJ's left foot. Step, cut Clay off. That's why Clay go back in the opposite direction, because BJ's heading him off right now.
Penn continuously trying to take Guida out with that left hand. Landed it there. Now the uppercut from BJ.
He's reading that uppercut because Clay ducks his head a lot to try to get in there. He's making a nice read on that.
Yeah, he's throwing that uppercut, left hook over and over again.
And then from the outside, it's jab, left hook. Fundamentals.
A lot of people were burying Bj Penn this week. Pretty strong start tonight through 5 minutes. Round 2 coming up.
10 years ago, Coach James Lurson gave...
Back live in Rio for round 2. Clay Guida, Bj Penn, Dominic Cruz. We got to hear both corners, two very good boxing coaches, Joey Rodriguez, Jason Perillo. Any thoughts on either side?
Well, I mean, BJ's doing, they're both making the right decisions. It's just a work, you know, to see who can get the better foot positioning and the better positioning, really, to land the big strikes. But jab versus the shorter fighter is what's winning for BJ. And right now, the overhand right is going to be Clay Guida's best weapon, plus the leg kick. Saw Bj Penn breathing different. He's doing some real technical breathing techniques. I mean, to try to get your air back, you fill your body up with as much oxygen as possible, and then just relax yourself after. And that's what you heard in that corner. I heard BJ working on that, right?
Oh, left hand lands for Clay Guida. Dropped down and landed flush. Numbers nearly identical, though, through about 6 minutes in terms of strikes thrown and landed.
See, the feints of Clay is what's keeping him really good right now in this matchup. Nice hook by BJ, but Clay does fake in. He ducks his head when he fakes in, and that's why BJ keeps trying to scoop up that uppercut up the middle like you saw right there.
You saw those numbers. Penn pretty effective to the head, but Jason Perillo told him after round 1, don't be afraid to work that body.
And he wanted more activity. He wanted BJ to really put pressure on Clay.
Those low kicks are adding up. And that's why you see BJ throw them. Those are hurting. You can only eat so many of those, and it's really setting up Clay Guida's overhand right if he keeps throwing that.
We're through 7 minutes of this fight. BJ just threw his first kick.
Ooh, good right hand. And I like Perillo's call to go to the body of Clay Guida. Clay Guida's head's hard to hit. If you start going to the body, he'll stop moving his head so much and worry about covering his body, and then his head will sit still, and you can start tagging him with the jab and the hook. Good call by Perillo. But we haven't seen BJ go to the body too much yet.
No. He's head hunting, throwing the jab, trying to follow the right hand. But he's doing a good job of seeing Clay Guida's punches. Clay needs to really, like that, right? Throw the jab, then follow with the big right hand or the big left hook. Can't just throw it out there blind. This is one of his best strikes, though, as you said, Dom. The leg kicks of Clay Guida have worked beautifully this fight.
2.5 minutes gone by here in round 2. And back to work off of that jab.
That jab of BJ is easily his best punch. He uses it very well right there. And that's what's keeping Clay from being able to wrestle a whole lot as well. And that's why you always see people shoot single legs on BJ. He's so good at using that jab and getting away that you can only get to that single leg on him.
And raised the right hand, but still some damage inflicted by Guida. Bj Penn, the former 2-division UFC champion, one of 6 men or women to win titles in multiple divisions in the UFC. Of course, our man Daniel Cormier can also lay claim to that feat.
One of the things Bj Penn was always known for was his takedown defense against guys like Matt Hughes back in the day. Let's see if he's still got it with someone like Clay Guida on him. Clay doing a good job mixing it up, going from wrestling back to striking, call it like dirty boxing, basically, is the term we like to use, because you're switching from grappling to mixing in the punches back to grappling. Our heavyweight champ, Daniel Cormier, does that, one of the best in the world.
These guys, Clay Guida now must feel like this is where he can start to make the fight turn. As the fight goes longer, and he's a cardio machine, maybe BJ can't keep up with him at his age and the wars that he's been in. But he still has to be careful. He cannot just pursue recklessly.
BJ standing his ground much differently than we've seen in his past fights. Yes. He really is. He's standing his ground. He's in this fight. The one difference is those leg kicks, and I think that he's getting a little bit tired, BJ.
Yeah, he's starting to get tired. You see him opening his mouth to breathe.
His punches are coming out a little loopier. His hands aren't going up as sharp.
Yep.
These are little things you see in BJ over the years, but that jab will always be there.
Still landing, man.
That's his best punch. That will always be there for him.
Guida's always in outstanding shape, so much so this week that on Thursday, instead of cutting weight, he was off to sightsee here in Rio de Janeiro.
But look at the damage now. Look at the damage.
Huge kick.
Oh, the kick.
Yeah, that hurt BJ. BJ's hurt. BJ is hurt.
BJ's hurt, but Clay started limping. Clay took a bad step. He kicked short.
Well, he's chopping down BJ's leg, too, and that's what's really causing problems for BJ right now.
Opportunistic with the takedown, and Guida gets it late in round 2. So a big close to the second round for the Carpenter. We're right back.
No one knows where it comes from.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC. Bj Penn is in black, Clay Guida is in gray. A tale of two corners there after round 2, but Jason Perillo trying to get Penn going, saying, hey, 5 minutes, man.
Well, he's hurt. He's got BJ tired. And that leg kick is going to keep coming for him. There it is. BJ's done.
Uppercut from Guida. Bj Penn forced to retreat.
BJ's going to have to just bite down on the mouthpiece and try to answer this. Clay Guida's corner said all he's doing is trying to just throw a jab and back up. Go take the fight to this dude.
The biggest problem for BJ in this fight is plainly just cardio.
Yeah, it's the cardio.
That's it. And that's what Clay Guida knew. If we get this into the third round, we can get him tired.
I mean, at just last round, this fight was 48 to 47 strikes. Now it's 75 to 48 Clay Guida. He's really turned it up in this last 4 minutes. You know, from 2 minutes in the round 2 and then now the start of round 3, he really has turned up the pace.
Consistently in both these fighters' careers, you've seen Bj Penn show up in the first round almost looking unbeatable in his past and then withering down as the rounds go on and getting tired, and that's always been something in his career people have been able to take advantage of. Clay Guida, on the other hand, has been known for wearing you out, keeping the same pace from round 1 to round 5 or round 1 to round 3 and never really getting tired, and that's what we're seeing right now is exactly that take place.
Nice elbow over the top from Clay Guida. Penn returns fire, but Guida certainly has Penn fatigued, if not hurt here, with about 3.5 minutes to go.
If he wasn't going very hard early, he's going even harder now as we've gotten into this third round because he knows that 3 minutes left in the fight. He can do 3 minutes all day. He's not sure BJ can do it now.
Guida content to clinch strike here. Herb Dean watching the action closely.
The coaches are calling for Guida to break away. They think he can if he can get some space, they think he'll finish his fight.
I mean, they want him to break away, but at the same time, Clay gets a lot of rest right here. BJ's not doing a whole lot.
Oh! Big jab from Guida, maybe a slip from Bj Penn.
That definitely was a right hand that landed. A little bit off balance. BJ mixed into it, exactly right at it. And both these guys are just trying to keep it together right now. I mean, this is the hard part of the fight where you just have to dig deep, right, DC?
As coach is calling, look, when he gets to space, look at the success that he's having. If he breaks away with how tired BJ is and the damage he's taking, he may be able to find the shot that's going to end this.
I mean, this Guida corner's going nuts. Joey Rodriguez, Jason Guida imploring their fighter to back away and finish Penn, but Clay, at least right now, content to hang out here in the clinch and do damage.
And he's tired too, John. You know, he's tired too. I know he goes hard. He doesn't show it. You know, it's like playing poker. But he's just as tired.
Big right hand from Guida. Penn's chin holds up. Under 2 minutes now to go.
BJ just slipping that. Nice uppercut. And he's not, BJ is not quitting. He's just tired.
And the thing is, right? Like, so these guys don't feel when Clay gets hit as he's entering, right? So maybe BJ is still carrying a little more power than they're seeing from the outside.
Penn with a quick check on the clock, under 90 to go.
Oh, big shots, huge, heavy punches in the dirty boxing, and that's where Clay has his best success, is when he switches from grappling to punching right here. Back to grappling, back to punching.
Penn with a couple nice strikes there.
Back to a double. It's just so annoying to have somebody pressuring you like this nonstop, and BJ doesn't have the cardio to get the footwork he needs to get off the fence.
See the numbers round by round, close in round 1, not so much in rounds 2 and 3. Less than a minute now to decide this one.
I mean, just relentless pressure by Clay Guida, just in his face, punching him, hanging on him, dragging on him, kneeing him, elbows. Beautiful, beautiful fight game plan by Clay Guida in his corner.
Penn with a right hand.
And this is why Clay didn't want to let him out. Because when you let him out, he's good from distance. Clay's like, you know what, I'm in the pocket, I'm here. When he gets on the outside, BJ's still in it. And that's what Clay feels right now. That right hand is winging, and it's landed a couple times for Clay already. Watch that left high kick. That's what's continually landed for Clay as well. Because you see BJ leans his head to the right. Stay out of the way of the overhand right.
Pretty good counter there from Penn, Don. Head kick from Guida. BJ able to raise the guard. Final 10 seconds.
When they go the distance, BJ stays in there the whole time. Pressure, holds the center of the octagon.
Had many chances to quit, too.
Definitely.
A great job by Clay Guida.
So to the surprise of some, Clay Guida and BJ Penn go the 15-minute distance. The scorecards coming your way next as we continue live from Rio on ESPN. All right, so BJ Penn and Clay Guida go the 15-minute distance. Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 29-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Clay the Carpenter Guida.